What's up, ladies and gents, Noel here. Welcome to another Payday video, the last of the day finally. I apologise for bombarding you today. I've been enjoying this DLC an awful lot and did want to show it off to you guys. This is of course day 2 of the biker heist, and again it's been completed on overkill difficulty. More of a casual playthrough, showing off what the objectives are going to be on these heists and just seeing how they play out. Are they fun? Are they engaging? And that's what I'm going to be walking through right now. Just so you know, tomorrow I'm probably going to be showing off maybe the Death Wish run-throughs of this heist. And also, I really want to take a look at the Breaker 12 gauge shotgun. That thing is a bit of a monster, and I want to show that off to you guys. So, for right now, let's focus. We've only got a short time to talk about an awful lot compared to the last video, where we had a long time to talk about not a massive amount, because day 2 of this heist is very different. We already know what it's like if you watched my video covering the heist, previewing them. And it's essentially set on a moving train, and you can feel it. You really can. I wasn't sure whether this would be a very fake effect, but you do seem to just be going at very high speeds, and it does make the gunplay that little more exciting. At least I felt it did anyway. Not that the gunplay on this particular heist is very challenging at all. In fact, enemies tend to funnel an awful lot, and so Overkill has decided to counteract that fact by chucking an absolute ton at you. In fact, one of the most enjoyable things that I think I have experience with this DLC is actually with this particular build I am running right now, getting sort of trapped out in one of the particular carriages of the train and just being able to mow down 10 plus enemies in under 10 seconds. Not getting a lot of use out of that biker perk deck, I'll tell you, but still having a really good time. And by the way, I've switched off that. I'm using the Yakuza perk deck for these videos because this is a slightly more powerful build than the one I've been messing around with, working to try and make biker work, really. It's a difficult perk deck to really understand and to place, and if you guys are still wondering what the biker's all about, I've got a video uploaded a little earlier on today trying to explain that to you guys. Anyway, back on to the topic, which is day 2 of the biker heist. As I said, there's not a massive amount, I suppose, to getting from one side of it to the other. It's just the amount of things going on around you can feel a little overwhelming on this heist. I was impressed, especially on Death Wish. You're really going to get torn apart by the mounted turrets, either on helicopters flying above you or on cars running alongside you, which you can blow up with explosives, which, well, I don't know, Payday's physics engine is not the best, and as such it can end up with some hilarious flying cars that I've been very impressed by. I mean, it's silly, but it's good fun, and I think this heist, that's what this heist is, really. Silly, good fun. If you enjoy getting rid of many enemies in a very short period of time, this is the one for you, because they seriously stack up. Going with a bit of pace is going to allow you to pick up, I say a bit of pace, a lot of pace to complete the achievement. On this particular heist, the other achievement, of course, is to actually blow up the helicopter's mounted turret, which is not that hard if you've got some explosive weaponry with you. That'll unlock another one of these awesome masks. In fact, my favourite, I believe. But this heist is all about high-paced action, moving from cart to cart. You'll have some, randomly chosen events, either blowtorching your way through, shooting a ladder down, picking a lock, something along those lines. Nothing too complicated. And again, the objectives have not been that interesting, I've found, but the reward you find on this heist is just the high, intense combat action, and that's clearly what Overkill was going for with it, and it worked. And it is short, sharp burst of it, because even if you are picking up all the additional loot on this mission, you're not going to spend that much time on it. But once you get to the end of the train carts, you will actually bump into a boss style enemy. We've seen a couple of them. It's a female boss biker, and she can cause a couple of problems. She's got an LMG and will tear through you. She's basically a bulldozer, I suppose, but with an immediate head hitbox that we make short work of on most playthroughs. But it's nice that Overkill have done that, and they've chucked in a sort of boss enemy right in front of what we're trying to steal, which, by the way, is like a virtual reality headset type thing, maybe Star VR, I don't know, but it has some sort of control over drones. It's actually quite an interesting thing we're stealing. I don't know, I thought maybe it would be a weapon that we'd one day get to use in Payday, but Probably not. Probably it's just an expensive piece of tech. But as I said, this mission is very good for leveling up on. So if you're interested in getting some levels under your belt, this is definitely one to consider. It's fun. Day 2 is very fast-paced, very enjoyable, and not too complex. Though on Death Wish difficulty, you're sure to run into a couple of problems. Hope you have enjoyed these videos, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow when we take a look at some of the other content that I've been unable to cover today from the Biker DLCs.